What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to SoCal Exploring, your number one stop for all things theme parks and haunt attraction updates. Today I bring you guys predicting HHN 2019 Hollywood wait times for Halloween Horror Nights 2019. That's kind of repetitive, but basically what I'm going to be doing is kind of predicting what I think each maze wait time is going to be. Now, I talked a little bit about them in the survival guide that I recently did, and if you haven't checked that out, make sure to go check that out for a full guide to Halloween Horror Nights. But I'm basically, in this video, I'm going to be talking about, like, this maze is going to be 20 to 30 minutes on Thursday and Sunday, or it's going to be this on Friday and Saturday. That way, you guys get kind of an idea of what mazes you want to do first. As far as, like, if you want to do Stranger Things first, like, that was your number one thing that you wanted to do, and you know exactly what the wait time is going to be, then you hit that first before it gets long. Just basically, this is to help people who are strategizing to do their favorite mazes first. So I'm going to be breaking down all the different wait times that I believe will be the exact wait times for this year's each maze on both Thursday and Sunday and Friday and Saturday. And I'm going to be really helping you guys out here with my 9 years of experience, 10th year being in 2019. I hope to bring you guys the most accurate maze wait times as possible. So with that being said, I hope this helps you guide through how to get the mazes done and how to get your favorite mazes done, because some people don't really like to do all the mazes. Some people just like to do a certain amount of mazes, and that's the ones that they like. So I hope this video helps you out. Let's get right into it. Before that, make sure to check us out on social media at SoCal Exploring Media on Instagram and at SoCal Exploring on Twitter, and make sure to click that subscribe button if you want to see more HHN related content with those bell notifications on. Guys, just recently we were extended an invite to visit Halloween Horror Nights Hollywood 2019 Fan Preview Night as a media for the first time ever. I have been working to get invited to the media event for 4 years now. This channel's been running for 5 years, and I discovered that there was a media event 1 year in. I've been working so hard to get invited ever since, and it's officially happening. SoCal Exploring is going to be attending Halloween Horror Nights this year as media, so I'm super excited. Big shout out to Universal Studios Hollywood for having us out in a couple of weeks. And if you want to see all that coverage and everything, make sure to click that subscribe button. And lastly, visit our website SoCalExploring.com for more detailed theme park updates and haunt attraction news. Let's hop right into the wait times. Now, like I said, I've broken this into categories, both Thursday and Sundays because those are the slowest days for the event, and both Fridays and Saturdays because those are the most busiest days for the event. So we'll start off with Thursdays and Sundays, and I have Stranger Things at 40 to 45 minutes. Now, the lowest I've seen this on a Thursday night is about 10 minutes, but that's kind of if you get there early or you go really, really late during the night. But typically in the middle of the night, these wait times are based off average of throughout the middle of the night. It's around 40 to 45 minutes. Not too long though, because typically the wait time will get a lot longer, and we'll dive a little bit about that into a later into the video. But typically they're a lot longer, so 40 to 45 minutes for the hit show Netflix's Stranger Things, The Maze. It is definitely a very good wait time, and 40 minutes will go by fast. They have music playing, they have 80 styles of music playing, it's fun. 40 minutes is not very long at all. Now I have Ghostbusters at 30 to 35 minutes. I've seen this maze be all the way down to 5 minutes during the early entry time and during the late night time, but typically it stays around 30 to 35 minutes. Not too long, but it is going to be a very, very fan favorite maze, I believe. So I think it'll be at least around 30 minutes. I don't think it'll stay around 10 minutes all night, but then again, it could be bouncy. You could check back in the middle of the night and it could be at 10 minutes. I just think the average is 30 to 35 minutes. Jordan Peele's Us, I believe, is going to be at 30 to 35 minutes, more leaning toward the 35-minute range, as a lot of people, a lot of the general public, like I said in my survival guide video, know what Us is because it's a more modern horror movie, so they're going to be attracted to it much more. So I believe that it'll stay around 35 minutes, maybe even get to 45 minutes, maybe at the busiest time during the night. But hands down, I think it's not going to get higher than 35 minutes. It shouldn't be too long. I mean, the studio tour location, since they're splitting it into two different lines for Pandora's Box and Us, it's not that long of a queue, so I don't think there will be a very long line for it. And that brings us into Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman. With this maze location, typically on other nights, I've seen it like in the middle of the night be around 15 minutes, and then it'll go back up to 20 minutes, and then it'll bounce down to 10 minutes. But right now I have it sitting at 20 to 30 minutes just to kind of get a middle barrier area to kind of average what the wait time is, but trust me, I have seen it throughout the night at like 10 minutes, and it just stays like that for an hour. So I definitely, that'd be one of the mazes I check a lot. Now the other maze in the Metro set area is Creepshow. Not a lot of people know what Creepshow is, so with that being said, I have it at 15 to 25 minutes, and it's kind of hidden behind the big wall in the Metro set area. I don't think a lot of people know what Creepshow is. A lot of people haven't read the comics or watched the movies or anything. So I don't think that this maze is going to be a very long wait time. It was different last year because they had the Horrors of Blumhouse there, and a lot of people knew what Unfriended was and Truth or Dare was, but not a lot of people know what Creepshow is, so I have it sitting at 15 to 25 minutes. It's not going to be that long. I could see it maybe reaching 30 minutes, but not that much. Pandora's Box is at 20 to 30 minutes, and the only reason why Pandora's Box is kind of high for a Thursday night is because, like I said, the exit of Jordan Peele's Us is most likely going to shoot you right into the entrance of Pandora's Box. So, guests would figure, hey, we just got done with one maze, let's just hop right into the next line. That's the only reasoning I have behind this average wait time. Now, it's really hard to predict the tram garage mazes because in my years of going, they've never used a tram garage location, so it's just kind of difficult to predict them. But I've done a little bit of research and a little bit of thinking, and I believe that this maze prediction is a little bit accurate. Both House of a Thousand Corpses and Holidays in Hell, I believe, will be at 25 to 35 minutes. Now, House of a Thousand Corpses may be a little bit busier because it is a maze right at the front area of the park and everyone's going to be attracted to it. Like I said, this is another movie, though, that's not really general public friendly. Not a lot of people know it, and a lot of people consider it to be too gory, so they may be more attracted to Holidays in Hell and go right into Holidays in Hell. And I believe that the crowds will kind of bounce between horror fans that know about the movie and just fans that are going there for horror nights who have never heard about these movies at all, and they'll go to Holidays in Hell. So that's why I have them both at 25 to 35 minutes, because it could bounce. Like, the crowds kind of bounce both ways, although these are the front mazes in the park, so I believe that they will get up to these times without a doubt. I don't think that they'll be dead other than towards the end of the night and the very beginning of the night, but around the whole night of the event, the whole time of the event, I believe they'll stick around 25 to 35 minutes max. Then we have the possibly shortest wait time, Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I believe will be no longer than 20 minutes long, and it will be a minimum of 5 minutes long. And the reason I say this is because every year that maze, no matter what property it is or anything, it is such a short wait throughout the night. Because like I said in my survival guide video, you have to actually go all the way around the mummy and everything to access the entrance, and then it shoots you back out around where the Starway is at. So it's kind of inconvenient, but I really think that the train will stay the same and it'll stay a short wait time. So don't pick, if you really want to do Killer Clowns from Outer Space, don't pick it as one of their number one mazes, because I guarantee you guys it's going to be really, really short on Thursdays and Sundays. Now, one thing I want to say about Thursdays and Sundays is Thursdays are more the average of these wait times. Sundays, the wait times could be extended by like 10 minutes for each maze. Sundays are kind of bouncy, I believe, but like I said in my survival guide, it's kind of a throw up. Either Sunday's a really dead day or it's a really crowded day, so you never know. But typically, if it's a really dead day on Sundays, these are the average wait times for all of the mazes. But now let's get into Fridays and Saturdays, the super, super busy days. Okay, so the hit maze, Stranger Things, I have sitting at an hour to 100 minutes. Yep, that's right, you heard me, 100 minutes. Trust me guys, Fridays and Saturdays are extremely packed, and a lot of the general public goes to Stranger Things. It's such a popular maze, so I believe that the maze will be at a minimum of an hour. If you get there early, it'll probably be no wait, and if you get there super late, it'll be no wait. But an hour to 100 minutes, that is probably the best prediction that I'm going to give you from last year's wait times that I saw. Then we move down to the Metro Set area where we have Ghostbusters sitting at 40 to 60 minute wait. Now, this maze location typically doesn't get past 45 minutes. Sometimes it can on a really, really busy night, to maybe a sold out night. But I never really seen it get it past 45 minutes on both Friday and Saturday. And the max that I've ever seen it is 80 minutes long. So that's why I set the average around an hour long on Fridays and Saturdays. It's going to be a popular maze though, so I definitely check down there just to see, because Ghostbusters is a very popular movie. Unlike Poltergeist was last year, not a lot of people knew what Poltergeist was, but it's different with Ghostbusters this year, especially with the giant facade that's already being constructed right now. Next, we have Jordan Peele's Us, which I'm going the Stranger Things route. I'm putting it in an hour to 100 minutes. Like I said, very popular movie, very modern horror movie. This maze is going to be very packed on Friday and Saturdays. That seems to be when the general public likes to go to the event, because Friday night, what are you doing? You're bored, and then you see this Halloween Horror Nights event at Universal, and hey, let's go to it, even though we may not know about it. So I think that Us will be a 60 to 100 minute wait, and there's no other reason behind that other than it's a modern horror and a modern horror movie, and most people know about it. Then we move down into Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman, which is also at 50 to 80 minutes long. Now, this maze location last year was the first purge, and it got very, very packed. And typically with this maze location, you don't think you'll get very, very packed, but then you'll check in the middle of the night and it's a very long line. I mean, that queue line can hold a lot of people. It's one of the biggest queue lines for HHN in my opinion, and then obviously Creepshow is a bigger one, but this one is very, very large. It can hold a lot of people, and typically this maze, no matter what it is, gets around an hour to an hour and a half, maybe even higher on Fridays and Saturdays night. And then we jump into Creepshow, which I believe is going to be 60 to 90 minutes. Now, take away the fact that I said that not a lot of people know about Creepshow. It doesn't matter as much because this queue line can hold tons and tons of people. I mean, if you haven't been to HHN, get there early if you want to do Creepshow right away, because this maze is really, really long as far as queue wise. It's bigger. It's like about, if you put 3 mazes together, that's how long the queue line is. It can hold tons and tons of people, so it can even get up to maybe even 120 minutes. I mean, I think I've seen that there, but on a sold out night where it was very busy. The Curse of Pandora's Box is sitting at 45 to 90 minutes. Like I said, the reasoning behind this is because Us, the exit's right there, so people are just going to hop right into the entrance. So if you kind of do a little bit of math and deduct a hour and a half minute wait from Us and kind of subtract it by 20 minutes, you get around 50 to 40 minutes, somewhere around there. I'm kind of basing it off an average. Like I said, I don't know a lot about the tram garage location because they never used it, but I'm just basing it off the properties more than anything other than the average wait times that I've seen in past years. Moving to House of a Thousand Corpses and Holidays in Hell, and like I said, I just added a little bit more minutes to these as far as packed wise goes, which I believe House of a Thousand Corpses will be at 60 to 90 minutes wait. Typically, that queue line can hold a lot because they wrap you around the Waterworld stage and everything, and Holidays in Hell will also be at a 60 to 90 minute queue line. That maze queue line is very big too. It's in the Universal Plaza, and they use up all of that area. And like I said, the crowds are just kind of bounce back and forth as far as the 2 mazes go. Now, if you're thinking, oh, Killer Clowns from Outer Space is going to be long if we go on Friday and Saturday, well, it's not. I've seen it at like 20 minutes. That's such a low wait time. Like I said, it's an inconvenience thing. The highest I've ever seen it, though, is an hour wait. Not that long at all. An hour wait is most minimum wait times for all these other mazes. So Killer Clowns from Outer Space, if you're planning on doing that as one of your favorites, make sure that you just plan ahead and wait till the middle of the night to do it when it's more of a short wait time. But Killer Clowns from Outer Space will hands down have the shortest wait time on each night for Halloween Horror Nights Hollywood 2019, in my personal opinion. Note, Saturdays are a lot more packed and a lot more sold out. Fridays and Saturdays are both packed, but Saturdays is the most packed night of the event. Whenever you go, it's always going to be packed. Trust me on that one. So plan ahead on if you want a more slower night or a more packed night, then go on Saturday. That has been it for the video. I hope this helped you guys out on how to plan what mazes you want to do and set the priorities of which ones you want to get done first. And I really hope that it helps you guys think about the different wait times and what you should actually hit first. With that being said, that does it for this one. Make sure to check us out on social media at SoCalExploring Media on Instagram and at SoCalExploring on Twitter, and click that subscribe button if you want to see more HHN related content coming out very, very soon. Tons of content coming out, guys. I've been grinding on content as fast as I can and as most quality as I can. Lastly, visit our website SoCalExploring.com for more detailed information regarding theme park updates and haunted attraction updates. I have been Scott, and you have been watching SoCal Exploring. Positivity is key. Stay spooky. HHN 2019 is only 11 days away. That is so close. Bye. And most importantly, remember to keep exploring. Peace.